how many positive numbers x satisfy the equation cosine of 97x is equal to x, 1, 15, 31, 49, or 96? Okay, so I think the way I'm going to do this is just by sketching what both of these functions look like, cosine of 97x, and hopefully we just get something. I mean, we'll have to keep in mind, obviously, so we're only looking at positive values of x. That's one thing we'll have to keep in mind. And oh, the answer is going to be 1, isn't it? Well, no, maybe not. No, maybe not. We're only looking at positive values of x, and of course we know that the cosine function only takes values between 0 and 1. So I really only care about values of x between 0 and 1. If I took values of x greater than 1, then there's no way that cosine of 97x could be equal to x. Okay, the cosine function starts at 1 and oscillates around. So that's x equals 1 right there. When x is equal to 1, we have cosine of 97. Where is cosine of 97? So what I want to do is I want to figure out between 0 and 1 how many periods does the cosine function go through. And then we should just be able to count how many roots there are. For a single period of the cosine function, which would look like that, there's of course going to be two positive values that satisfy this. So we'll have to figure out just how many periods we go through. So 97 is perhaps close to like a multiple of 2 pi. In fact, every multiple of pi, every half period counts one solution. Right, so a half period will count one solution, and the next half period will count another solution. And we have to figure out how many times, when x goes from 0 up to 1, how many times does 97x cross over a multiple of pi? So the answer is going to be approximately 97 over pi, I think. Which, if I look at the options here, that's close to 31. Let me just make sure that I'm reasoning these things out correctly. Okay, so 31 times 3.1 is equal to 96.1. So 3.1 is pretty close to pi. And so when x goes from 0 up to 96.1, we've counted then 31 solutions to that equation. We've crossed over this thing 31 times. And then, in going from 96.1 up to 37, that's not going to count us another whole value of pi. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident here that the answer is going to be 31, which is option C. I did in this case use not exactly process of elimination, but I just recognized that one of these options is approximately 1/3 of this number 97. So it's 97 divided by pi is closest to 31 out of all these options. But if I wanted to figure this out, from first principles, without given these multiple choice options, I essentially would have had to compute 97 over pi, and then I suppose round down. But that, we of course would have known we're somewhere close to 30, 31, 32, something like that. So not too bad of a problem. Usually I don't like using the multiple choice answers to influence how I go about solving the question, but I think in this case it's sort of doing this computation by hand would be really messy. If I have more to say about this one, I'll include it down in the description. Thanks for watching.